This is your friend David Barriga, the voice of the people from the state of Mexico, to give his speech of welcoming to the North American group to this 2014 summit. Distinguished dignitaries of all the countries that conform the North American group, the state of Mexico has the pleasure of welcoming you to our country, to its historical and wonderful capital city of Toluca, also well known as the Precious. And in representation of all my people, we just want to say that Mexico is really worried about all the main issues and problems of our world today. That Mexico is really sorry about the violence and poverty that nowadays occur in our territory and both its frontiers, which have been the main reason of the several crises we have had to face along the last century and the first decade of this 21st new one, bringing massively disagreements among the several political parties that represent our democracy, bringing the clash of the ideas that involves the common interests of our politicians to give efficient solutions which can put and drive us on the road of progress and development, which can provide to everyone stability, dignity, and identity, to live a way of life that finally can constitute the freedom we have been working so hard to get for, the ideal of freedom we have been fighting so hard for, paying the price of blood and death, sadness, and even madness, since also Mexicans have dreamed of creating and having our proper nation for our sons and their sons. We know that this is a long, long road to cover yet, but we also know we're giving steps, little but very significant, for the change we all claim for. The change is the deepest desire in our hearts, and fearless of mistaken, I'd say that this change is beginning to happen right now. Mexico has a dream to fight for. Our only weapon is culture, our ammunition, education, our army, the spirit of communion, and our strategy, fraternity. And finally, our target is peace. So this is actually indeed our Mexican national hymn. We are all singing deep in our souls, and our waving banner is our faith in ourselves and all peoples all over the world to become our brothers and sisters. The faith in good against evil, which keeps us standing up in spite of the enemy of weakness. Mexico has this dream of liberty, but we all know that the most beautiful part of a dream is to awaken to come it true and live it as a convincing reality. That means to forge a destiny, and Mexico is destined to this achievement. Mexico is waking up now, such as an asleep giant ready to see the light for the very first time, because there is no more darkness in open eyes any longer. Therefore, Mexico congratulates Mr. President Barack Obama for his ultimate reforms based on this same vision and enlightenment, because this is indeed the American dream. And we, the Mexicans, all of us, thank your presence on this visit, Mr. Barack Obama, because this is the proof of the change in our three countries, looking for breaking down all walls, erasing frontiers in our maps, and constructing bridges instead among us. Because America is all its countries. America is for Americans, and all Americans just one and only nation, the holy nation of our dreams. Because Mexicans, since the times of our ancient history, in God we trust too. Because Mexicanians, those ones from the state of Mexico, Mexicanians work, think, and get big. Thank you very much, and welcome again.